Don't. Scroll. Where are my podmates? I know Tom Bond said he was going to be a little late. Good morning, everybody. Right now, it is just me, so we're just all going to hang out and chat. Everybody who is hopping on, and if you haven't registered, it's just right above me if you scroll up. And then also, Charvet!
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry about being late. I heard you say that. Yeah, had to get the spot for the
I
last
figured,
day of the season at the pub, you know. But yeah,
yeah,
sorry, man.
I'm sure it's probably packed in there, right? Gotta get your
Man,
spot.
I've seen a Brighton shirt, a Newcastle shirt, Fulham shirt. Like everybody's coming out to celebrate. You know,
Yeah.
successful seasons depending on how you look at it for a lot of clubs. So.
I mean, those clubs shirts that you said, that would be considered success for them. At least I think so.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Tama.
Hey, what up? What
What's
up?
going on, fellas?
Nah, Mucho.
Sorry,
Look
just
at
been
you.
cleaning the
Like,
house.
look at you. Just early morning proficiency. Wow. Proud of you.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I think a lot of that is just because like I did absolutely nothing yesterday, like literally nothing. So it's like, okay, you have to be productive one of these 3 days. So
Oh, yeah,
make it
Oh, so
tomorrow's
happen.
you,
Memorial Day.
and tomorrow you shouldn't be productive at all. Like that is the point of tomorrow is to relax and think of those who did great things for us. Right. That's the
Right.
idea.
Amen.
Hey, well, hello, all y'all. I'm seeing a lot of Man City fan, just general in the chats, just people who are on right now. So make sure above you register. That is the only way you can win the shirt if you're here for that. So good luck. It takes a second. I don't think it even takes you away from it. You just pop off and pop back up with your beautiful name. With everybody hopping in also in the chats, let us know where you're at. Where are you watching our show from? Where are you representing? And let's get to the football, shall we? We're here to talk about City versus Brentford. Last
One
match
more
of the
God of Honor. Can't wait.
yes. Also, quick warning: if y'all hear snoring, my dog is in here and she's old, so she's out. Uh, But yeah, starting a lineup. So some change ups. This lineup basically says to me, eh. Like it's Ederson, Walker, Ake, Laporte, Gomez, Lewis, Phillips, Palmer, Mares, Foden, and Alvarez up top. Top bomb, what were you about to say?
So this is the training kit from 2021, 20 or so 2020, 2021. Because this lineup says that this is a training match. That's what it says to me personally. This is a Phil. I need you to get your fitness.
Hmm.
Ake, I need you to get your fitness. Alvarez, I need you to run around a little bit and make sure that you're fit as well. Because yeah, we got two cup finals next in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, same thing with Ederson too.
That's what it says to me.
Yeah, same thing with
Yeah.
Ederson. I feel
That,
because he's the type who says he gets sleepy when he's not in the match during the match. So I can only imagine how he feels on the bench just watching a match. So yeah, I feel like he has to get any of that angst that he might have started to grow in him out. So if there's any silliness in this match, I'm all here for it. Honestly, get it out of your system. Sharpie, what do you think about the lineup?
I love the lineup. I think it's the right blend of youth plus like fresh legs. So players that haven't gotten a lot of starts, like a Phillips, right? I mean, Gomez is both. He's young and hasn't started. But like you got Laporte, Phillips, and then obviously Ake who's coming back off injury. I like the balance. Like it sets up if we want to run our normal like 3-2-4-1, we can do that. If we need to go 4-2-3-1 without the ball, we can do that. I think it definitely lends to Phil back in the midfield, which would be fun to watch because you got Palmer on the left and Riyad on the right, and we saw how busy Palmer got when he came on as a sub. So I think it's gonna be goals. Like I really think we're gonna score at least 2. We might concede 1, but at this point, just want to go out there and I want entertainment.
I do know. And everybody who is on, please make sure you register above where it says your email. There's a submit. Make sure you register. You might even have to refresh, and it'll refresh your character or profile and all that. That is the only way you can win. And we want you to be it. If you're here to watch, we would love for you to just be here to talk about footy. But I understand incentives, they work. Tom Bomb, what were you about to say?
Oh, I also find it interesting. I think I've made the point previously that like when Phillips starts, that Gomez is also going to start. It also looks like Lewis makes that like they all like in the last match that they started together. What was that? The Chelsea match? Or no, the Brighton
Yeah, this
match.
is like the Chelsea lineup. Yeah.
They seem to work well. Yeah, they seem to work well together when all 3 of them were on the pitch together. I do think that, and I think that it allows both either Gomez or Lewis to get back into that fullback spot if they need to, and they have a good understanding of when to do that. So I do like the 3 of them starting together, just to give that continuity, like more development.
I have a question. Do we consider Gomez and Lewis as defenders or midfielders? Because I feel like they're just midfielders, like Zinchenko, right? They're midfielders who happen to sometimes be in a defensive position. Man City fan 876, please register. We want you to have a chance.
And also, shout out, good morning from Brooklyn, stand up Brooklyn. We are here.
Yeah, what y'all think? Like, are they defenders or are they midfielders? I feel like in midfield they look like, and obviously we know how they've been trained. Like they're just midfielders to me.
I mean, at least we know Gomez was a winger who was converted. So I mean, he really is like very much like Zinchenko. I don't know if Rico was always a back. So I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm sure he was since he was younger, but since he's younger and he could just play that position. But yeah, I mean, I do think this will help this is one of the things that helps them out at City being able to play multiple positions. But I feel like if they go to hey, the Mills.
Let's go City!
Let's go City. If they go to another squad, just like Zinchenko, I think he's always going to
go City.
I'm not sure if he does play in the midfield at Arsenal, but I don't think so. Rico Gomez, they can play in the midfield for City, but I think they would be left backs elsewhere. So I would just say they're left and right backs.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. Who is are we gonna do the Brentford lineup? I guess.
Yeah, we can do that and get that out of the way.
While he's getting that up, Crump, Tom, is this about to be Laporte's last game in a City shirt, like playing? No, Tom just left. But I think this is what's gonna happen, right?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just saying hold on because I'm trying to find my Laporte shirt.
Oh yeah, it's. I think that's what it is. This is his swan song. Because we saw him in tears at the end of the last home game.
I actually might need to change to this. In fact, once we're done with this kickoff show, I might change to that because you just made me sad. Just made me real sad. No worries. Raya is their goalkeeper. Hickey, Zanka, Pinnock, me, Henry, Janelt, Onyeka, Damsgaard, Mbuemo, and Wisa. I mean, this is a fun team, honestly. And I'm very worried that we have so many little dudes in our backfield. I think those long balls that it's going to look very much like the match before the World Cup. I feel very much very similar.
That's a very interesting call out, and I didn't even think about the parallels of like playing the same team like before, like before a long break. Damn. I think for me, the biggest thing is that because we are such a short team, we're gonna need to be very conscientious of not giving away free kicks in advantageous areas, not giving away not conceding corners. Just because we are a shorter team. Yeah, we do have Ake, yeah, we do have Laporte on the field, but that's literally
That's
it. Um, players that are above 6 feet. So yeah, I think it's going to be real important for us to make sure that we uh, keep them out of those areas so that we're not conceding free kicks to them in there.
Yeah, those second balls, because I could already see Thomas Frank saying, "Hey, in Buomo, you go match up against Laporte. Lisa, you match up against Ake, and everybody else just win the second ball. Like even if they head it down, you just beat your man. Because like in the midfield though, like Damsgaard's not huge, but Onyeka's he's a unit. Jano, he's pretty solid. Um, so yeah, so I think it's definitely a clash of styles, but styles make fights, right? And so if we can possess the ball, if we get some of those actions going, Alvarez will probably play more like a false nine, I think, versus just holding up against the two center backs like Holland does. So that creates some overloads. Where Riyad on the right, he's always a creator, or he can come in and shoot. If you get the overlap going, maybe like a Rico comes up on his side. I think we have some chances. So I just want some early chances in the box, and hopefully we're clinical.
Yeah. And good morning from Memphis, Cody. Shout out to Cody and CFC. Memphis, I didn't know you were. Hey, if there's ever any good new music coming from Memphis, please send it my way. Like that, I'm not called Crunk Chocolate.
Ooh, that's a really Brad Baker brings up a really good point. Last PL appearances for Laporte, Bernardo, and Gundo. I hope at least the last two stay. What do you boys? Where are you guys on that?
Here, let me get my just thought out real quick.
Oh my bad.
I don't think any of it's happening. Actually, I think Laporte's gone, but Gundo, Bernie, y'all know me. People who listen to the pod, I basically was like, Bernardo, just go. I love you, but just go. But now I don't even want him to just go. Like I haven't heard him say anything about it. It's just been Twitter rumors and stuff like that. I can handle that, but it's just when he comes out in magazine articles and stuff, and I don't care if it's in Portugal. I don't care if there's a translation in it. I just want him to stop talking about how much he would love to not be in Manchester. So if he stays this summer and he says nothing about warm weather, I'm all happy. Just travel, just be in the sun all summer. Just do it.
For me, because Tommy, I made the same point Brad did before when you got switched off for a second. I think Laporte's definitely gone, and with the other two, as we know, it's all about like the money that Bernardo's going to get. And honestly, the only club in the world that can afford him is PSG. So if PSG wants to buy Bernardo, then and they put up the money, then yeah, like he'll go. But we're not going to sell him for less than his value because he still has 2 years left on his contract. Like he's in contract till 25, so there's no way to there's no need to rush it. It's like, oh, we can wait one more year. We can do this just like Riyadh. So the price will drop from like 60 to 50. So yeah.
Okay.
What time are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do the reveal at the very end? Are we gonna do it at like 8:20 in like 5 minutes? Like how long do people have to wait? I know they're ready.
Like let's do like 5 minutes or so. I
Oh,
like,
5-minute countdown. I like it. Hey,
yeah, let's do
get
that.
on, tell your people. Man City fan 721 in Charlotte. We need you to log in. You got to register. We need you to be ready. 20 minutes on the hour. We have, this drawing happening. This beautiful new 23-24 City shirt that the boys are wearing today. The women wore yesterday and won in.
Let's see. Kate got in.
What up, boys?
What's up? Alex, what up to Chicago? I'll see you in a couple weeks. Would people rather keep Laporte or sign Garbadal? I would, just for the sake of continuity, I'd much rather keep a player than have to like bring in a player, let them learn the new system. But Garbadal, he's so young. I also love that aspect of just getting him in, and worst case, he's okay at the beginning of the season, and by the end, I'd assume he's young and impressionable. He'd be able to pick it up pretty fast. So, yeah.
It's pretty apparent that Laporte wants to leave, and I'm not going to keep him here. And as long, just like Charlie said about Bernardo, as long as the club is willing to pay his valuation to us for his services, I am more than happy to let him walk out as a 3-time defending champ.
I mean, I said it months ago on the pod, right? If we could get 100 mil for both of them from PSG, we take it. 60 for Bernardo, 40 for Laporte. Who says no? Like, that works with both clubs. We take the money, we reinvest, send it right to RB Leipzig for Guardiola. And I saw something that there apparently there's a clause for Lavia's whatever we have the opportunity to match whatever someone bids for him, even though it's not like the last year. So, like, if that's true, then okay, maybe we bring back Lavia to add another person in midfield, or we get Kovacic on the cheap from Chelsea. Like, players want to play at City. Why wouldn't you want to join this juggernaut? Like, we're gonna be fine. Just reloading every summer.
Okay. So, question for you. I don't think that Bernardo would necessarily want to make this move, but I think Laporte might. What if Eddie Howe called Laporte and said, "Come play at Newcastle"? Okay, if we're going to talk about if we're going to talk about our oil club brethren,
gang.
Why not talk? Right, why not talk about the one in the league?
Yeah, I would rock with it. They have the bread. That adds depth for them. They got to play Champions League football. You need depth on the back line. You can't start Botman and Big Boy every game and Shar every game. So yeah, that would make sense. 45-50 mil for Laporte is great for them.
And 45-50. That is if we're sending him out. If we're keeping in the Premier League, there needs to be a tax for that. There needs to be like, we're gonna have to face you, be dealing with you at least twice a year tax. So that needs to be.
But see, I think it's already been set with the standards. Been set with Sterling, right? It's like player who have 1 year left in their deal versus a player, and even like with Gabby and Zinni, right? It's like, where do you rate him? And I think he would be sold for less if he left. Like, I think you get 35-40 if he leaves the Premier League, but because the Premier League has more money, that's hopefully how you can get up to 50.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take every penny because it's over. He's not going to get rotation. He's just clearly the 5th choice of the 5. And if you're older like him, you only have a few years left. A few years left of your prime. You want to play. You've won everything. Everybody could go out on a treble. This is because he's not going to start the last 2 games. He's only going to play in case of injury. We know that he's not in the final lineup. So it's like, hey, go out. We love you. You're a champion. You helped us get that title last year with sucking it up for the club. Like, that'll never be forgotten. Everybody, everything has a season.
Okay, one last question before we get into the kit giveaway. First sub off the bench for City.
Is this a no sub game? I'm going to go no sub. I think Pep is going to, because all these players, nobody's going to start next week. So I feel like it's like, I think it was Chelsea, right? Where like nobody came off the bench. It was very few in that Chelsea match. After Arsenal had bought up the league. So I don't know. I feel like let them boys run. Is Haaland on the bench? I can't see it. I forgot.
Haaland is on the bench. Yes.
And I think if if we're up, oh, sorry, you go, Tom.
I specifically asked just because like there's 3 academy kids on the bench today, and I'm like, you wonder if like are those kids going to get a run out just to say that they played in the Premier League.
That'd be great. I would love that. I think if we're up, either if we're up big or losing, I think I could see him putting in a mixture of Halan and the youth. But if it's like draw, if it's like tight, I think there are no subs and he lets it do what it does.
All right. Is it time?
I'm going to give people who have just hopped on, I'm going to give you like a moment. If you're in here as Man City fan, you have to go to the top and register your name. And that is the only way you are able to win is if you're registered to FanFest Live. So I will give people a couple more minutes. Make sure I have all the names on here.
How many are we up to right now? Because I feel like the most we've had has been like 6 on the first time. I think we had 4 last week. It feels like it's competitive today.
It does feel like it's competitive. I think we're at 9 at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
But there are also like 4 Man City fans in here that if they register, they can get added on.
Well, while this is loading up, Tom, what you got for score prediction?
Okay, yeah.
Score. So I think when you asked me for the last episode, I said 1-3 us with the Holland Hattie. Since Holland is not probably going to get in the game, I'm going to go 2-0 us. Julian Alvarez brace.
Oh, I love that. With this new lineup, I'm going 2-2 draw. I just think chances both ways, kind of like we saw against Brighton. It's fun. It's exciting. Brentford's going to lob it down the pitch. They probably have a goal from a throw-in or something crazy. And I want some field madness. Either he scores off of beauty or he like does a beautiful pass in the Davi Silva, Stockport in the Africa.
Uh,
3-2.
I think 3-2.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love, as much as I would love to see them do work and all that stuff. I just don't see it happening. All right, let's get this up. I don't see anybody. Just lots of fans watching.
All right, let's get it.
Oh, hold on. One new name, so I'll make sure I add that.
Shout out to Amy, Mike, Brad, Salt Miner, Castro, Kate, Cody, and Memphis, Jennifer.
All right. Moment of truth.
Chiron.
We're gonna get it. Of course, Amy.
Congrats, Amy.
Like she needs another shirt.
Another shirt, yeah. I love it.
All right, Amy. We love you. Just DM us with your just general information and mailing address, and I'll have that sent your way. I really do appreciate everyone who has hopped on. Please join us next week. We have the FA Cup match against United, and we have the Champions League. I believe we'll be doing kickoff shows for those. So
I'm down.
I planned on doing it.
Cool.
Yeah, it was on my schedule. If City playing, we playing, you know?
Yeah.
Right. It's on my calendar. Right, exactly.
Right. And if we win, might even be a post show. Who knows? All right. We out here. Let's go cheer on our team.
What a season, baby.
Come on, City.
Yes. Come on, City.